Okay, hello from the yarn closet in southern Arizona. I'm Laura. We are dog sitting, and this is take 2.
Just on my bed, Rascal, or do you like to better?
I finished it. This is the 4 skeins of mandala yarn. I don't love the joining as you go. There are some spots that are better than others, but I don't think that somebody who's not a crocheter would necessarily notice or care. I think generally speaking, this is lovely. It's soft. If it's your color palette, it would be nice. It's wide enough for one person, both directions. And this direction, it's probably, well, I'm 5'4", so it's probably 4+ feet. It would be comfortable, I think. Remember, we live in Arizona. For a couch thing, so, oh, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I will do. It knit up so fast because I kept wanting to see the color transitions. And so I have some more mandala, whatever. So I started and I made it slightly wider, maybe not quite wide enough. I maybe should have done it even wider than that. But once the whole weight of it comes in, I'm hoping it'll be a decent singular size. Oh, Bitsy, little Bitsy, you're doing so good. You look cute. You want a belly rub it? Want a belly rub it? Hi. Hi, littlest one. Hi. Hi, littlest one. Come here. Come here, Mitzi. Come here. This is my dog, Mitzi. This is my ex-husband's dog, Bitsy. We got them about the same time. She is a couple years older than this one. But we weren't really doing much with each other at the time because my son wasn't seeing him much. So we didn't know. We didn't know. It just happened that way. But whenever they get together, we dog sit up while they're doing stuff, while they're going to activities and whatnot. Here's your little one. Here's your little one. And then there's also Rascal and Mocha. And they're adorable. And they're similar sized. So I do not have a lot of time for the yarn because I got a new job. I'm not volunteering in the library anymore or just subbing for the library. I am parapro for the reading program for the early readers that are struggling. So it's kindergarten, mostly to 2nd grade. We have a few students 3rd to 5th. And I'm very excited, very excited. Yes, it's more hours a week. And it makes doing things with my dad a little bit more challenging. But I think we can readjust some doctor times during the school breaks and make it work. So I'm also not going to my Tuesday crochet club unless we're on a school break. And this was donated recently. So they sent it home with me because I'm the only crochet and knitter really that does like sweaters and stuff. So, I mean, I kind of like how it hangs on me and where it is. But it's kind of crazy. And this shaping, And we didn't get any of the yarn to go with it. This was it. So I think I have enough in long tails and whatnot that I can seam that second arm. And then there's a funny, this is not ribbing. This is not ribbing. This is garter stitch. And yet at the very bottom, it is ribbing, but it's ribbing that they've added onto and not quite lined up. And it's at a different gauge. I think they did the tighter gauge on the bottom to pull it in a little bit. Oh, that's rocky. But I think I've got enough to seam up this side, and then I did some testing and took it in, and we believe this is acrylic wool blend. I don't have any that match it, but I have this and I have this. So I'm thinking about doing some short sleeves in this, and because it'll have to start really big, like bat wingy, and then shape up, which I think will look a little bit weird for a vest. I mean, it's a weird size because I'm a small, and lengthwise it fits me, but it's definitely built for somebody bigger than a small. But this is one hell of an arm opening. Like, most arm openings only need about 8 to 10 inches. So like, here is the real arm opening. So I don't quite. But we're gonna see. I want to finish it to some extent and make it usable. And I certainly don't want to rework all of it because it's a lot of good work. Mitzi, no. But yeah, that, and then on the back, at the base where the ribbing is, they've added much more ribbing. Because my guess is, I don't see any short rows here. I don't see any short row shaping back here. I think this is somebody's first try and it just didn't pan out and they didn't want to rework it. So I'm gonna work it into something that will work, and we're gonna go from there. And then I've got that other blanket I'm working on. In my new job, I am doing some playground activity, so I really don't like this hairstyle. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Don't like it. Would I like it if this wasn't here? No, I don't think so. I still think I wouldn't like it because then it would just be even straighter and longer. But I'm committed to not getting a cut until at least spring break. But I got this new t-shirt. I ordered it and it was supposed to be heather black. No, it's just black. So I'm going to cut the cuff off and cut the base off because that's what I like to do. I like to have that little bit looserness and the roll. I find I should have probably done it before I washed and dried this thing because then it'll roll a little bit better, but it will still roll. So I'm not worried about it. Prue?
Yeah?
Can you go shut that alarm off on Connor's iPad? There's an alarm going off on Connor's iPad. Can you go shut it off?
Yeah.
Thank you. So one of the most interesting things about me working is I've told them, you guys don't realize how much I refill toilet paper, refill the fridge with sodas and waters, refill the coffee canisters, refill the pets' food and water, refill your candy bars, refill. I'm constantly refilling stuff, organizing, refilling, behind the scenes. I said, I'm not doing that as much anymore. Because this job is going to be quite a bit more tiring for me. There's quite a bit more reading, which for a legally blind person, I can do it. I brought in one of my large keyboards. I've got my Chromebook that's magnified for me. And where is it? Where is it? You know what I like the best about the boomers getting older? They need more magnification. So I got this magnifier. And it's 10 power, which is quite strong. It's 10 times strong. In the old days, you'd get a big magnifier and be like 2 times or 3 times. Well, that's not enough. That's not enough. But now with the baby boomers, you're getting stuff like this. So I ordered a clip that I'll be able to clip it onto a desk and it'll hold it because it has a clip here and a clip there. And I can adjust it to make it easier for me to quickly read things. I got a lighted one here at home, but it has to be plugged in. And this other one doesn't have to be plugged in, but it does recharge. The light portion on it is not the most important thing. So I'm pretty excited about that. And it's been a heat wave. It's been a heat wave. I have a migraine today. Trying to figure out insurance has been a bit of a nightmare. And I was an insurance broker, so that's not good. That's not good. That's not saying good things about the state of our coverages in the United States right now. This is meaning that I'm working more. I mean, I'm working longer days. I'm working more days. Getting to my dad's appointments shouldn't be that difficult. He doesn't usually have me go to his dentist, his eye doctor, only some of his dermatology appointments. So, whammo, whammo, whammo. And then, if you're one of those people, anyway. So now you just stretch it out and it starts to curl. Just like knitting. And then it's honestly so much nicer around the waist. I don't have to have the sleeves cut, but I do like to have the waist cut because that makes a huge difference. So I should be able to go to his appointments or get them scheduled during school breaks because we are a 10-month school, so we do have a couple of 2-week breaks, fall, Christmas, and then spring break. So that should go all right. And I got a headache, really bad one today. Monsoon has not been nice, But I really appreciate the stand and the light. I think I got a second light because I realized the first one just wasn't enough. So I think this is better. I think it's better. I don't like the glare here, but I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Mocha, you have friends over. Go play with them. Have a lovely week. I will see you next week. I can't wait. I can't wait.